Chapter 1: The Intriguing World of Criminal Motivations. Have you ever found yourself wondering why people commit crimes? It's a question that has perplexed society for centuries, one that we're going to attempt to unravel today. Welcome to the intriguing world of criminal motivations, a complex tapestry, woven from threads of psychological, social, and economic factors. Imagine peering into a mind predisposed to crime. What you might find could be unsettling. You might encounter the dark triad, a sinister trio of personality traits often linked to criminal behavior. This unholy trinity consists of narcissism, a grandiose sense of self-importance; Machiavellianism, a tendency to manipulate others for personal gain; and psychopathy, marked by an absence of empathy and remorse. These traits, individually or in combination, can fuel the motivations that lead individuals down a nefarious path. Narcissism, the first of the triad, can lead individuals to believe they're above the law, deserving of special treatment and entitled to take what they want. Then there is Machiavellianism, a trait that enables the manipulation of others, often without detection. This trait can be particularly dangerous, as it enables the individual to maneuver themselves into positions of unfair advantage, often at the expense of others. And finally, perhaps the most chilling of the three, psychopathy. A psychopath lacks empathy, is impulsive, and exhibits relentless antisocial behavior. This absence of moral compass often results in a disregard for the rights of others and a propensity to violate societal norms. This can manifest as a range of criminal activities, from theft and fraud to more violent crimes. Understanding these dark motivations is crucial to tackling crime issues. It helps us to not only predict potential criminal behavior, but also to develop effective interventions. By acknowledging the psychological aspects of crime, we can begin to demystify the motivations that underpin criminal behavior. These dark motivations are just the tip of the iceberg. Let's dig deeper into the mind of a criminal. Stay tuned as we explore further into the psychological factors of crime, the socio-economic influences, and their broader implications for society. Chapter 2: Psychological Factors in Crime. The human mind is a labyrinth full of twists and turns that can sometimes lead to crime. This statement may seem intriguing, yet it underpins a significant truth about the world of criminal behavior. Let's delve a little deeper. Psychological factors play a paramount role in shaping one's actions, including those that breach the law. A myriad of mental health issues, from depression and anxiety to more severe conditions like schizophrenia, can, in certain circumstances, contribute to criminal activities. For instance, a person battling severe mental health problems might resort to substance abuse, which could potentially escalate to criminal behavior. Personality disorders, too, can play a pivotal role. Take the case of antisocial personality disorder, often seen in individuals who repeatedly violate the rights of others without remorse. This disorder, characterized by a disregard for societal norms and the rights of others, can be a significant contributor to criminal behavior. Then there are traumatic experiences. Trauma, particularly when left unaddressed, can lead to a cycle of violence and crime. For example, a child exposed to violence or neglect may grow up with a skewed understanding of right and wrong, potentially leading them down a path of criminal activities in adulthood. But it's not all doom and gloom. Understanding these psychological factors offers us a way forward. It emphasizes the importance of mental health support and rehabilitation in crime prevention. Accessible and effective mental health care can help individuals navigate their personal labyrinths, providing them with the tools to cope with their challenges in a healthy and productive way. Rehabilitation efforts, too, are critical. They provide an opportunity to break the cycle of crime, offering those involved in criminal activities a chance to learn, grow, and reintegrate into society. In conclusion, the psychology of crime is a complex but fascinating field. It reminds us that behind every criminal act, there's a human being with a story, a mind, and often a struggle. The mind is a powerful tool. In the wrong circumstances, it can lead to dark paths. But with understanding, support, and rehabilitation, we can help guide it towards a brighter future. Before we continue, remember to hit that subscribe button. By subscribing, you'll join our community of like-minded individuals. Together, we can achieve success and wealth as we learn, grow, and support each other. Click subscribe now, and let's dive back into today's topic. Chapter 3: Socioeconomic Factors in Crime. But it's not just the mind that plays a role in crime. Society and economic conditions also have a major part. Now, let's dive into the socioeconomic factors that contribute to crime. Imagine a neighborhood. It's run down, neglected. The local schools are underfunded, and jobs are scarce. People are struggling just to put food on the table. This is a breeding ground for crime. Poverty, unemployment, lack of education, and social inequality can all lead to desperation, frustration, and ultimately, criminal behavior. Take poverty, for example. When people are living in extreme poverty, they may resort to crime as a means of survival. It's not a justification, but it's a reality. A study conducted in the United Kingdom found that areas with high poverty rates had significantly higher crime rates compared to affluent areas. Then there's unemployment. When people can't find work, they lose hope. They feel excluded from society and may turn to crime as a way to make ends meet. A report from the U.S. Bureau of Justice Statistics showed a strong correlation between unemployment and crime rates. And let's not forget education. A lack of education often leads to fewer opportunities and lower-paying jobs, which can increase the likelihood of criminal activity, according to a survey by the National Institute of Justice. Individuals who did not complete high school were more likely to be arrested than those with higher education. And finally, social inequality. When people feel they are being treated unfairly or discriminated against, they may resort to crime as a form of protest or retaliation. A study in Sweden found that areas with high levels of social inequality also had higher crime rates. But here's the good news. By addressing these socio-economic issues, we can help reduce crime rates. Improving education, creating jobs, reducing poverty, and promoting social equality can all contribute to a safer society. It's not a quick fix, but it's a start. Addressing these socio-economic issues is a step towards a safer society. And that's a step we should all be willing to take. Chapter 4: Broader Implications for Society. Crime doesn't occur in a vacuum. It has far-reaching effects on the society we live in. These effects ripple out, touching the lives of individuals, communities, and our collective societal fabric. Let's start with the social fabric. Crime can tear at the threads that hold our communities together. It breeds distrust, fear, and unease, creating divisions and isolating individuals. This erosion of trust can make it harder for communities to work together, to thrive and prosper. It can also lead to the stigmatization of certain neighborhoods or groups, further widening social divides. Moving on to the economy. Crime is a costly affair. There's the obvious financial toll, the stolen goods, the property damage, the cost of law enforcement, and the judicial system. But the economic impact of crime is so much more than that. Businesses may be deterred from investing in areas with high crime rates, leading to fewer job opportunities and a stagnant local economy. Crime can also devalue properties, affecting the wealth of homeowners and the tax revenue of local governments. Then there's the personal aspect, the impact on individuals' sense of safety and well-being. Living in fear of crime can disrupt everyday life. It can affect mental health, cause stress, and even impact physical health. The fear of crime can restrict people's freedom, making them feel unsafe in their own neighborhoods. But here's the thing. Tackling crime isn't just about law enforcement. It isn't just about the police and the judicial system. It's about all of us. It's about communities coming together. About addressing the root causes of crime. About creating environments where crime is less likely to flourish. It's about education, social services, creating job opportunities, and providing support for those who need it. It's a shared responsibility to ensure that our society is safe and crime-free. Each one of us has a role to play, from the smallest act of kindness to the largest policy decision. Remember, the fight against crime begins in our homes, our neighborhoods, and our communities. It's a collective effort, and together, we can make a difference. Chapter 5. Conclusion and Call to Action. So, why do people commit crimes? The answer is as complex as the question itself. As we've journeyed through this exploration, we've seen that the motivations behind crime are a tangled web of psychological and socio-economic factors. We've delved into the psyche of the criminal mind, revealing a landscape of various influences from childhood trauma to mental health issues. We've also examined the role of socio-economic conditions, acknowledging that poverty, lack of education, and societal pressures can often act as catalysts for crime. But our exploration doesn't end here. These insights are merely stepping stones towards a more comprehensive understanding of the roots of crime. We've also seen how these individual actions have broader implications for our society, leaving a ripple effect that extends beyond the immediate victims. Crime affects us all, casting a shadow over communities, and it's our collective responsibility to bring these issues to light. This shared responsibility brings us to the heart of our call to action. It's not just about understanding the why behind crime, it's about what we do with this knowledge. We encourage you to continue this conversation, to share your thoughts and experiences. Your voice matters and can spark meaningful discussions that lead to change. For those eager to take a more active role, there are numerous resources and organizations dedicated to crime prevention. These groups work tirelessly to address the root causes of crime, providing education, support, and intervention programs. They offer opportunities for us all to play a part in creating safer communities. In conclusion, the question of why people commit crimes is multifaceted and complex. But it's a question we must continue to ask if we are to tackle the crime issues that plague our society. It's through understanding that we pave the way for prevention and intervention. As we've seen, the motivations behind crime are often concealed in shadow. But by shedding light on these dark corners, we can begin to address the problem at its source. Understanding crime is the first step toward prevention. Together, we can make a difference. Thanks for watching. Embrace the shadows, hit subscribe, and stay tuned for our next video. Until then, harness the darkness and forge your path to greatness.